Maybe I'm falling. Why? Maybe I'm falling. It's Henny Talks. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to my channel. I'm falling, baby. It's Henny Talks. It's Henny Talks. Yeah.
Y'all, what's good, y'all? Need no introduction. Guys would be hotter if they did these 9 things by Courtney Ryan. Shake my hand. Have a good Tuesday, January 27th. This when this video comes out. Cool. That was for the thumbnail. Alright, let's do this.
Most guys think getting more attractive requires this massive glow up, major muscle gains, rebuilding their entire wardrobe, perfect skin, or magically becoming taller overnight. And sure, those things can make a
Taller
guy
overnight is
more
crazy.
attractive, but the truth is, women notice small behaviors and subtle habits way more than you would expect. There are things you can start doing today, right now even, that instantly make you more attractive, and most guys don't even realize how much they're leaving on the table. If you're new here, hi, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm breaking down specific things guys would be noticeably hotter if they simply started doing, and none of them require perfect genetics or dedicating your life to looks maxing. So,
I think I'm an average looking guy. Average genetics. I go to the gym, I work out. I'm a normal guy. You walk past me in the street, probably wouldn't look back. If I take my shirt off, I get, +1, +2 points because I go to the gym. But, see what she says.
let's get into it. Starting off with one here that seems so random and insignificant, but this is actually one of the biggest unintentional attractive hacks. Speaking more slowly and clearly. Guys become
Was I speaking slowly and clearly when I just said what I just said? I don't think so. Because she's speaking relatively slow to how I'm speaking. But this is how I speak. I don't know. Maybe if I speak slowly and articulate more. Let's see.
Instantly more compelling when they slow down their speech, articulate, finish sentences, leave a little space before responding. It makes you seem grounded, thoughtful, and more in control. Women subconsciously associate slow, deliberate speech with leadership, confidence, and maturity. Rushed or mumbled speech feels really anxious, passive, or a bit unsure. Now, you don't need to speak like you're in slow motion, just don't feel the need to rush. This is a subtle shift, but it changes the energy of how you come across. Number 2, treating yourself like a priority, not an afterthought. A lot of men treat their own upkeep like something they squeeze in at the very last minute. A quick shower, swipe of deodorant, maybe a haircut every month or two, and that's it. It's the bare minimum.
She's describing me.
Oh, but the ones who come across as notably more attractive are the ones who treat their personal care like it actually matters. Not in a vain way, but in a self-respect way. It sends the message, I value myself enough to put in the effort. And that energy changes the way that people see you, especially women. When you make yourself a priority, it shows up in subtle but impactful ways. Your skin looks healthier because you're consistent, not because you're doing some 12-step routine. Your hair looks intentional instead of whatever happens to it when I get out of the shower. You smell clean and put together without being overpowering. Your brows, beard lines, neck hair, and even nose hairs are neat, which signals
Nose
attention
hairs?
to detail. Your hands look taken care of, trimmed nails, clean cuticles. This is something us women notice instantly. Your clothes fit better because you actually take a second to steam something or pick pieces that flatter you. You walk into a room looking polished instead of rushed.
Alright, so boom. Some of this takes a lot of time. I do know guys that do put a lot into their upkeep and how they look. However, I have found that does it really help you get the girl? Do you really appear hotter? I wouldn't think so. Cause me personally, right, I'm not doing half the things she just said. I get a haircut probably once a month. However, my lineup stays relatively straight throughout the month. And I wet my hair every day in the shower. I don't put as much product as I used to when I was trying to make it super, curly. I probably put product in every other day now that it's cold. And then in the summer, probably twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week, And as for like the fingernails and cuticles, keep your fingernails clean. I feel like would be better than like always being trimmed and super neat. And like for your hands, my hands are pretty rough because I go to the gym. I put lotion on, but like I have calluses from gripping the bar at the gym. Um, I don't know. I think some of these are useful, but some of them are kind of like, eh, you're a guy, you know? You're a man.
None of this is about being high maintenance. It's just about valuing yourself enough to not treat your appearance like an afterthought. When you carry yourself like someone who is worth taking care of, you are naturally going to project self-respect, stability, and quiet confidence.
That is true, but know what look works for you. If you're in a rush and you don't have time to steam your clothes, like she said, but you could put on an oversized tee and you're built for it, you know how to style it and make it look nice without putting in all the extra effort into putting together a fit, but you know what works for you, then you kind of get the same result.
All qualities that, yes, make a man significantly more attractive without changing a single thing about your genetics. And the best part is, taking better care of yourself doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming. You just need a simple system that you can actually stick to. That's why I've talked about Tiege Hanley for years now, and why I'm so excited to have them.
I appreciate the ad. Woo!
Hooking you guys up. Click the link below to get up to 40% off your first box, plus a free gift.
Nice ad.
$40. Number 3, wearing clothes that fit your current body, not your old body. Fit is and will always be the most important part of looking good in your clothes. Not the brand, not the trend, not the price tag, the fit. Every stylish man that you have probably ever seen, from celebrities to the guy in line at the coffee shop who somehow looks so put together in a t-shirt, it all comes down to fit. And here's the truth. Most men are walking around in outfits that are either way too big, too tight, or simply just not cut for their frame anymore.
So boom, right? Baggy clothes. I'm wearing an oversized shirt right now, right? This shirt is oversized for me, but I know how to put it together in a fit to make it work, right? Baggy clothes is a style. You have the skater style, you have just the baggy fit, you have like the pump covers at the gym, you know? Same for like super skinny jeans. That was a fad, that was a trend, that was a thing back in the day. But people still do it, and I feel like if you're able to pull it off, you can pull it off. Not everything has to fit, you know? And if it does, and it works on you, then good, but not everything has to fit. You feel me?
More. Bodies change because of muscle, weight, our age, and your wardrobe has to evolve with you. A man instantly becomes more attractive when he does little things like sizes down a shirt that's swallowing his frame and hiding his shape, sizes up pants that are pulling, bunching, or screaming for mercy, gets a simple tailor job, hemming your pants, taking in a waist, adjusting sleeves. Usually little tweaks like this are relatively affordable. They don't cost you a ton of money, but they make your clothing look custom and they're going to fit you so much better. Choosing silhouettes that match your proportions instead of fighting them.
This I agree with.
Paying attention to small details like your sleeve length, your pant break, and where a shoulder.
Sleeve length, I do agree with. I have a t-shirt that the sleeves probably end up here somewhere. I wear it to the gym because it gives me confidence when I'm lifting and I can like see my muscles, but I wouldn't wear that out in public only because the sleeves are dumb high on my arms. So you're spitting a little bit.
Seam actually sits. These things sound so minor, but they completely change the way that your body reads. Clothes that fit properly are going to create cleaner lines, sharper proportions, and a sense of intention, all of which make you look more confident and put together. And here's something that women notice instantly: whether a man is dressing the body he has today or the body that he used to have or wishes he had or still had. Guys holding on to their college fit clothes, shirts that shrunk but you're still.
I was gonna say something about holding on to college fit clothes. I know she's talking about fit, but wearing vintage stuff too. Like, I'll still wear a shirt that I wore in basic 6 years ago, you know?
Still wearing them, jeans that you're squeezing into out of stubbornness, oversized pieces that were probably never meant to be oversized. It is no good. When a man embraces his current build and dresses for it, it's going to show emotional maturity, self-awareness, and effort. That is attractive on a deeper level than you might even realize. I have done so many style videos on my channel if you need a little bit more guidance, but again, even a few small changes can completely upgrade how you look and how you carry yourself, so don't neglect it. Number 4, keeping good posture even when you're unaware of yourself.
As she says this, I realize she has good posture. She has like silky hair. She has a wedding ring, so she's married. Her nails are done. Open shirt that doesn't show cleavage. but you know she has boobs because you can see them. In the comments, would y'all see this as like good role model? I'm curious.
Now, anyone can sit up straight when they consciously remind themselves, like you probably just did because I mentioned it.
I'm not gonna lie, I almost did, but then in my head I was like, I ain't no bitch ass nigga. I said how I want.
But the men who naturally come across as more attractive are the ones whose posture stays strong even when they're not performing. Walking into a room, standing in line, talking to someone, working on their laptop, or even just waiting for their coffee. Posture is one of those subtle signals that communicates a lot about you without you having to say a single thing. And it matters more than most men even realize.
I will say my posture is best when I walk. When I walk, since I've been going to the gym, I walk naturally, chest out, shoulders back, right? So I give off that I'm bigger than you vibe. However, when I sit, as you see, I'm very like, I like to lean a lot when I sit. When I talk to people, I tend to sit up because I want to like talk to you, be eye to eye level with you. But I realize that apart from walking, yeah, my posture is not the best. Not gonna lie. Maybe I should work on that.
Here's why posture instantly upgrades how you are perceived. 1, you look more athletic. Proper alignment elongates your frame, makes your shoulders look broader, and makes your waist appear narrower. All qualities women are biologically wired to pick up on. 2, your clothes will fit you better. Even an expensive outfit can look sloppy on someone who is hunched forward. Good posture makes your shirts drape better, your jackets sit correctly, and your overall silhouette look sharper. You appear more confident without trying. Upright posture sends as self-assured, grounded, and comfortable in your own skin. Not stiff or overcompensating, just naturally confident. You'll also give off a more masculine presence kind of energy. I think how you carry yourself communicates your maturity and your stability. And good posture gives you that calm, steady, grown man presence that is incredibly attractive. Again, from a woman's perspective.
Yeah.
Poor posture
No issues with
can leave us
posture.
insecure, checked
I think
out,
posture is
or
very
unsure
important.
of yourself, and strong posture signals capability and awareness. It's subtle, but the contrast there is huge. And something that's made a massive difference for me personally is really strengthening my deep core, not the surface level, ab kind of muscles. That's not necessarily my goal, but the stabilizing muscles that actually support your spine and your pelvis. When those muscles are
Deep
weak,
core?
your body collapses in on itself without you even realizing it. So for me, Pilates
Can you
has
mention?
been a complete game changer for
Can
my
you mention the
posture.
muscles?
But you don't have to do Pilates specifically if that's not your thing. There are so
No Pilates, bro. That shit is a fucking scam. Yeah, scam.
many things you can
I
do
almost
to
went on a
improve
rant.
your
I'm sorry.
posture, like simple core activation exercises, mobility work for your hips and your upper back, strengthening your glutes, learning neutral spine alignment, posture focused strength training, even just practicing standing and walking with a little bit more awareness can really help too. But
Walk on an incline.
my point here is that posture isn't just a reminder, it's a muscle pattern. And when those muscles are strong, good posture becomes effortless, which is exactly why it makes such a difference in your overall attractiveness. Number 5, having intentional manners, not performative ones. Holding doors, saying please and thank you, being polite. These are all kind of the basics. They're expected. And honestly, they don't make a man stand out because anyone can do them when they know that they're being watched. Again, it's kind of like the bare minimum. What actually catches a woman's attention is something deeper, this quiet, consistent courtesy. Not the kind you put on when you're trying to impress someone, the kind that shows up when you're not thinking about impressing anyone at all. You become significantly more attractive when you do things like speak to service workers with genuine respect, clean up after yourself without broadcasting it, no sort of look what I did kind of energy, just responsible adulthood. You step aside or you let others go first in tight spaces.
I agree with this wholeheartedly, but I think the key point to take away from this one is it being genuine. You could kind of tell when somebody's doing it just to do it. Like me, I think I'm a relatively nice person. I get told that I'm too nice, so I do all the things that she's saying, but I think it's better when it's genuine because the person you're doing it for or doing it to will actually feel that emotion from you, and they'll be more accepting and open to getting that emotion or feeling from you, and in turn they'll even help you out in some ways. So I definitely plus one this one.
Is subtle awareness that makes the people around you feel comfortable. You carry yourself like you're aware of your surroundings, not staring at your phone while holding up a line, blocking pathways, just kind of not creating inconvenience for other people. You practice good conversational etiquette. You listen, you don't interrupt, you let people finish their thought. You offer help without making it a big gesture, things like grabbing something off a high shelf, moving a chair, quietly supporting someone who needs it. These behaviors signal that you're not just performing kindness, you're simply living it. I think there's a big difference between a man who turns on the charm when a woman walks in versus a man who treats everyone with dignity no matter who's
How would you know if you just walked in?
watching him. The second guy is the one that women are going to remember. The second guy is the one who feels safe, mature, and grounded. Women find socially aware men incredibly attractive because it shows emotional intelligence, self-control, and just a good upbringing.
Half of them don't know what those three things are, and they don't display themselves. So I assume you're talking about a high quality woman or a high class woman. A high class woman. Sorry, not women. I assume this is who you're talking about, and in that case, sure, I guess.
Communicates that you understand the world.
Most girls
around you
won't really care.
That can be kind of rare today.
Talking from
carry
experience,
yourself
I might be
like a
wrong.
Gentleman with thoughtful manners. Number 6, showing warmth in your facial expressions. Serious, stoic energy isn't always hot, especially if your resting face looks a little bit irritated or detached. Guys instantly become more attractive when they show a little warmth in their expression, especially when talking to someone. So things
Disagree.
like a small smile when greeting someone, relaxed eyes, softening your face when listening, mirroring someone's friendliness. No need to be overly expressive. We just want to focus on being approachable. Women love a man who looks emotionally open without being dramatic.
Okay, not saying that this won't work. However, I have found success. I'm a naturally nonchalant guy, right? I'm not about to be out here, hi! Hell no. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up, man? However, if a girl realizes that she can pull the lover boy out of you, and she can pull those smiles and those little like smirks and, oh, I finally see your teeth, you finally smiled. If she's able to pull those out of you, she'll be attracted to you more because she knows she's the one or one of the only ones that can do that to you. And as long as you play your cards right, it's so free. But this isn't bad advice. If that's who you are, then that's who you are. But I feel like somebody like me trying to like force that out would make it super uncomfortable. Will make me super uncomfortable.
Warmth is one of the most underrated attractiveness boosters because it makes people feel safe around you. And as I have said probably 100 times on my channel, making a woman feel safe is one of the most important things.
It has to be natural.
You can make a woman feel. Number 7, having a stable daily rhythm. One of the least talked about things that women find attractive isn't a flashy quality or a trendy hobby. It's just structure in your life. Not rigidity, not perfection, but a consistent, reliable rhythm that shows you can manage yourself and your responsibilities. A man with stable daily routine signals that he is grounded, self-sufficient, and just kind of capable of handling life.
It shows you got motion, you got things going on. It means that even though you have a lot going on, you're still putting her into your life. So she's feeling like accepted, and she's seeing you as like a stable guy, as like she said, a guy that knows what he wants, knows how he's gonna get it, and knows how to do all these different things. It shows you got motion. You're not reliant on her for you to have a good day. You feel me? You always got something going on.
All of which are deeply attractive qualities, even if they aren't necessarily immediately visible. Women notice it in subtle ways, often without even realizing it. Some examples of what this could look like in practice are consistent workouts. You're prioritizing your health and energy, which also gives you confidence in your appearance and your presence. Regular wake-up times. You start your day intentionally rather than rolling out of bed whenever you feel like it, which shows self-discipline.
My bad.
Balanced meals over chaotic snacking or junk food. Eating real food consistently demonstrates that you care for your body and you make thoughtful choices. Keeping your space reasonably clean and organized. A messy environment subconsciously communicates chaos. A tidy space signals control and reliability.
This goes both ways.
Also be structured work and personal time. You can focus, get things done, and still have space for friends, family, and hobbies without burning out. These habits do more than make your life run smoother. They send a signal that you are dependable, mature, and in control.
The girl wants to depend on you. You're not supposed to depend on the girl. If you have nothing going on and you're responding to her 24/7, as soon as she texts you, you're able to text her back. That's subconsciously telling her that you really don't got nothing going on because you're never busy. You always have time for her. You're always texting her. So when she finally goes to your space, she's gonna see the real you, and that real you being a person that doesn't have anything going on. You feel me? And then apparently that doesn't make you hotter. It's probably a turn off for them too. So
A stable man exudes quiet confidence, which is the type of presence that women often describe as magnetic without even realizing why. Self-discipline is inherently attractive because it's a proxy for reliability, emotional regulation, and the ability to create a life worth sharing. In short, a man with structure doesn't just look good, he feels safe and capable, and that alone is incredibly appealing. Number 8, showing genuine curiosity when someone talks. Most people listen just long enough to respond. You become hotter when you listen to understand, not to just wait for your turn. Attractive men ask, what made you start that? How did that make you feel? What's been the best?
I'm not gonna say attractive men ask these questions. Just people that know how to have a conversation, people that know how to talk to other people that know how to inquire about different things and be very like into the conversation, regardless of whether they care or not. I need to work on this too because I'm not very good at it, but I know how to turn that switch on. It's not really like attractive. I don't think it makes people more attractive. I think like as a person you should know how to have a conversation, but that's for a different video.
Part. It's subtle, but it makes your presence magnetic. Women don't want a guy who performs charm. They want a guy who's engaged. As I always say, focus on connecting instead of impressing. And lastly, number 9, keeping calm under pressure. When something annoying happens, like bad traffic, a rude comment, a long wait, the way a man responds can make it or break it. Guys who can stay level-headed, not blow up, not spiral, not take frustration out on other people are instantly more attractive because calmness is a form of emotional intelligence and self-control. It communicates, I can handle life. And
okay, I'm gonna stop this here. Cliff notes: be a good person, know how to have a conversation. She said emotional intelligence a lot in this video, so be emotionally intelligent. She said confidence a lot in this video, be confident, know how to dress, go to the gym. That's my add-on to this. She didn't really tell you to go to the gym, but she mentioned the gym like 2 or 3 times. Go to the gym. No Pilates though. But all in all, I agree with most of I can't talk. I agree with most of what she's saying. Damn. She's very like, I feel like this video is very high quality, but also like robotic. You feel me? Like these things seem very like generic and vague. Maybe that's on purpose. I'm gonna try to find somebody that's more like down to earth. It seems very targeted to a specific audience that I don't think I don't think that's me. I really don't think that's me. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching. It's been about 23 minutes. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day, morning, night, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces.